No other sport compares to the UFC. Our goal has always been to put on the biggest and the best fights for our fans and to make this sport the biggest in the world. Exact words from Dana White, Mr. Baldy, whatever you want to call him over there. He claims to always put on the biggest and the best fights for the fight fans in the world. And, me, alongside many others in the MMA community, would agree that this motherfucker is not doing that. There's a lot of examples of this going down so far this year in the UFC, and in this video I'm going to go through a lot of them, give my thoughts on what they're doing wrong, and what they need to happen. As you can see in the thumbnail, that's giving it away. But first, what I want to talk about is Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway. I don't like this fight at all, because looking at Max Holloway's perspective, what does he get out of this fight? He's got nothing to win here. McGregor is coming off of a 5-year layoff, 5 year, 2021, 26, yeah, 5-year layoff, not fought. Obviously, he's a massive name, but Max Holloway already is a massive name. There's no pay-per-view bonus, incentive, anything like that anymore. It's not like McGregor's going to sell 1 million pay-per-views, and then Max Holloway's going to get an extra 150k, 500k pay bonus. I just don't see what Max Holloway gets out of this. If he goes out there, smokes Holloway, Conor McGregor, it's a good win for him, I guess. Big name, but Conor McGregor's not a big name at the moment. Like skill wise, he's nowhere near the pound for pound number one. Nowhere near any of the top of these ranking in these divisions. This fight's at 170. Neither guys are welterweights. I know McGregor's been juicing up, fucking without weightlifting, especially in his penis. McGregor's been heavy in the gym. We've all seen the pictures. But this fight, I'm so 50-50, not 50-50. Like, a part of me thinks, like, what the fuck, like I just said that, what is the point of this fight? Then a part of me is like, what if McGregor just goes out there and gets him, man? I just think McGregor could get him, not to sound like Lucas Tracy. McGregor could go out there. He's got heavy hands. Holloway, is the chin still there? Poirier dropped him. Zero striking habit in his last fight. McGregor's not going to smudge him, I guess. That's an incentive for Holloway. Holloway, could he take McGregor down? He's improved the grappling, but that was probably more defensively than offensively, training for Charles. I don't know. I don't really like this fight at all. Let's just actually look at the resumes real quick. Like, hold on. Conor McGregor has not fought since 2021, in July the 10th, so it's bang on 5 years and 1 day to the date, where he broke his ankle. You could argue that Poirier caused it. McGregor didn't. I clearly agree. But he's coming off a 2 losses to Dustin Poirier in 2021, both by finish. Got knocked out in the first one. Doctor stoppage in the second. Before that, beat Donald Cerrone. Wow, what a win. Choked out by Habib. Didn't fight for 2 years after that. So, Conor McGregor's been very active. Ring rust will be a huge factor in this fight. I mean, look at Max Holloway. So, Conor McGregor last fought the 10th of July, 2021. 10th of July, 2021. So Max Holloway in that time has fought Yair Rodriguez, great fight. Yair Rodriguez, that's prime Yair, a good fight, a good Yair to beat, not modern day Yair where he's shit. Lost to Volk, fair play, got pieced up for 5 straight rounds, embarrassing. Beat Arnold Allen, that wins aged well. Arnold Allen with Evloev, Jean Silva just went out there, great performance against Marcos Acosta. That's not a good fight, got stunned bad in the first round by a withered, retired, what's his fucking name, Korean Zombie in his retirement fight. Great performance for Gaethje. And I can also see this fight looking like the Gaethje fight, where McGregor's out there standing heavy with his stance. Holloway just at range, popping the lower kick, that spinning back kick to the body, out voluming McGregor. Yeah, we all saw the Topuria fight, But Holloway was doing well against Topuria. Now, is McGregor anywhere near Topuria nowadays? I'd have to say no. He's probably got near. I just don't think anyone's as good as Topuria in the UFC. McGregor's powerful, but is he going to put Holloway's lights out? Poirier fight, pieced him up, got dropped in the first or the second round, but apart from that, it was pretty boring, easy win for Holloway. And yeah, the Charles fight where he got smudged. So since McGregor's fought, he's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fights. So Max Holloway's been very active. McGregor's not. Been on the juice, been on the drugs, been on the ket, been out raping people. Just what McGregor does. He's a great guy, this guy. But I do think this fight isn't competitive at all. I'm confirming it now. I do believe Max Holloway pieces up Conor McGregor, gets a TKO. And even if he does, what does that do for him? If he doesn't, that's embarrassing because you're losing to McGregor. It's at 170 though, which, that could be a factor. But I don't see the point. I could be wrong, and it could be a war, it could be 50-50 fight. But why are they not giving Conor McGregor? If McGregor goes to the UFC, he goes, I want to fight at 170. Why are they not giving him a welterweight guy? Is Holloway going to permanently move up to 170? I doubt it. He's not really got the frame for it. Well, he does. He's not bulked up properly, and it takes years to bulk up like he did when he went up to 55. He's barely like he's just an average looking 55er. You know, he just got what's the word? Outstrengthed. That's not the word. He's got physically annihilated by Charles Oliveira in the clinch, dominated him. He's going to go up to 170 permanently if he beats. You'd arguably say Conor McGregor's probably stronger than him in the clinch. You know, he's lower center of gravity, but who the fuck knows? Now, why haven't they given McGregor get Nate Diaz back? They want to do a gimmick fight because McGregor's probably win or lose isn't going to fight again. If Holloway KOs him, he's not going to come back probably. Why not give him Masvidal, Diaz, Leon Edwards, fucking anyone in that division that's a relatively big name. Colby Covington, Michael Chandler. Who the fuck knows? I don't know why they're doing this. It's a lose-lose for Max Holloway. Yeah, I don't like this fight at all. I think Max Holloway gets an easy win. It's stupid matchmaking, big fight, but there's no pay-per-view incentive, so I don't get the point of Max Holloway taking this fight. Does he want to? I guess actually no, he wants to avenge the loss. I understand it a bit more now, but I don't like this fight one bit at all. The next fight, which is an absolute abomination I will get into, is Sergey Pavlovich versus Talison Teixeira. You know, let me just take you back to a wise quote from Baldy. No other sport compares to the UFC. Our goal has always been to put on the biggest and the best fights for our fans. Does this look like the biggest and the best fight you could have given Sergey Pavlovich, Talison Teixeira? What are we doing here? Sergey Pavlovich is the number 3 guy in the world with wins over number 4 Wilder, number 7 Blades, number 9 Lewis. He's fought Tom Aspinall. Yes, he got brutally knocked out, you know. We ruined Pavlovich's career. He's got wins over these guys. The only guys he hasn't fought in the rankings are Cyril Gane. He's been ducking him for years, been ducking Aspinall for years. Josh Hockett, who's just popped up to the scene. And that's it, really. But Kuniev just popped onto the scene. So this fight makes zero sense to me at all. Pavlovich has gone out there with the best in the division, being competitive with them, apart from Aspinall. Talison Teixeira last time out. I don't even mind that Pavlovich is fighting down, but it's who he's fighting down against. He's fighting Talison Teixeira. Do we not remember Talison Teixeira's last fight? UFC 325 against Tai Tuivasa. He went to war with Tai Tuivasa in the Big 26. We just saw Louis Sutherland smudge Tai Tuivasa easily, dominate him on the ground for 2.5 rounds of the fight, and on the feet even get the advantage of him. Talison Teixeira was panting for dear life. Zero cardio, gassed out, couldn't hold him down. Striking was disaster. Like, he cannot strike. The man's 6'7". That's not funny anymore. Couldn't strike for shit with him. So honestly, if Sergey Pavlovich does not knock Talison Teixeira out in the first round, I'll be severely fucking disappointed. However, I want to say Teixeira's been training with Aspinall, Alex Pereira, at Teixeira MMA, so he's been training with some good guys. But, and I'm not going to forget, did we not forget what happened? Fuck off with these shitty ads. When he fought Derek Lewis, 35 seconds. Derek Lewis in the Big 26 knocked him off. Derek Lewis is utter dog shit. Waldo's just smoked Derek Lewis. Pavlovich has smoked Derek Lewis. And like I said, I'm not against making Pavlovich fight down. It makes sense unless you're going to give him Gane. He's not going to get a title fight off of going to a fucking split decision with Rosenstruck and Wilder. Although that win has aged well, beating Wilder. You know, you could run the rematch with Wilder. I know that the matchmaking, all because of John Jones and Cyril Gane. His heavyweight division's fucked. We're getting 0 title fights. None of the big contenders are fighting each other. We've got so many guys sitting out waiting. Division's in a shambles. But if you're going to make Sergey Pavlovich fight down, it should not be against the number 15 guy who's just come off of a competitive decision win against Tai Tuivasa. You know, if you're going to give Pavlovich a fight like that, it would have made sense to maybe wait a bit, give him a Parechik. I know he's just fought. Volta Walker, give him a jump up. That makes sense. Got a load of heel hook wins, big name. Why not make Pavlovich Volta Walker? But no, you give him Talison Teixeira. And I don't blame Talison Teixeira for taking this fight. You know, it's a massive jump up. The chance you could get a sub. And he's got all right grappling if he can get you there, but I don't think he's going to sub Pavlovich. And like just with Holloway versus fucking Max, it's a lose-lose for Sergey Pavlovich, because so what, he goes up there and smokes Talison Teixeira in the first round. That's not going to get him a title fight. That's not going to get him anything in the division. And what if he loses? How embarrassing would that be to lose to Taras Teixeira? I know he's only young, but why are they giving him these matchups? It's bullshit matchmaking. This is not the biggest and best fight for the fans. Utter bullshit matchmaking. This fight stinks. Pavlovich needs to knock him out in the first round. That's what we're doing here, you know. Taras Teixeira, in my opinion, loses to Brando Perecic, Volta Walker, Tybura, Delia. He could beat Taro Fortune. I think he's complete shit. We've seen Derek Lewis fight. Kunyev's better than him. There's not a single guy in the rankings I'd pick Taras Teixeira to beat. Maybe Tybura and Fortune. This guy's complete dog shit. Awful matchmaking. What a way to ruin Sergey Pavlovich, a massive star. Is he, that was the guy to beat John Jones. That was the guy to beat Aspinall. Tom Aspinall completely ruined this man's career. He got pieced up by Volkov. Hasn't looked the same since. Boring decisions against Rosenstruck and Wilder. But why are they giving him Taras Teixeira? The only reason is you want to give him a highlight reel to get back on the momentum. But could have given him someone better than that. You know, they're not going to give fucking say. Well, we got Tatsuro Taira just lost to Joshua Van. They're not going to go and give Tatsuro Taira. You can think of that's really shit. Ode Osborne, are they? To just go and get a quick highlight reel, are they? They're not going to do that. So it's just stupid matchmaking. I don't like this at all. It is not the biggest and best fight for Sergey Pavlovich or the heavyweight division. The final fight I want to moan about in this video is Brendan Allen versus Edmund Shabazian. I'm going to do it again. Is Brendan Allen versus Edmund Shabazian the biggest and the best fight for the fans? And as a fan myself, I believe my opinion matches the majority of the fan base. Unless you're an Edmund Shabazian fan, this is not the biggest or the best fight to make in the UFC middleweight division. Brendan Allen is somehow number 4 in the world. What the fuck is the state of this middleweight division? This is all Rainier Derrida's fault. Why did you think he was a badass for taking a 5th fight so quick? We could have had RDR, number 4. You could have made RDR versus Imavov DDP. The middleweight division sucks. There's a complete logjam at the top of the division now because Brendan Allen and Shabazian have been booked. That means Brendan Allen's not fighting none of these contenders here. And you're left with Fluffy and Pyfart. Left out if Strickland and Chimaev's going to move up apparently. So we're going to have Strickland and Imavov. That leaves DDP with what? DDP Bahalio. Then you could do Fluffy Pyfart, I guess. But if Chimaev stays, then there's always going to be an odd man out. Why are we giving the number 4 guy? Well, number 5 if they move Bahalio up, which is dodgy, by the way. He doesn't deserve that either. Edmund fucking Shabazian. What has Edmund Shabazian done to deserve that? And let's just go for Edmund Shabazian's resume. Really? Andre Muniz in the big... Paul Craig. Correct me if I'm wrong. Paul Craig beat Andre Muniz recently. 2025. TKO'd Andre Muniz. Before that, went to a decision with Andrei Petrovsky. We have literally just seen Cody Brundage knock out Andrei Petrovsky. Dylan Budka. Wow. What an awful win. And he got subbed by GM3. Like, Edmund Shabazian doesn't deserve this at all. What does he have on the UFC? I hate Brendan Allen as much as the next guy, but he doesn't deserve this. You know, looking at the division, why have they not made Brendan Allen versus Bahalio, Brendan Allen versus Python, Brendan Allen versus DDP? Instead, they give him an unranked guy. I don't like Brendan Allen, but at least give him a ranked guy. Keep the division moving. And if you're going to give him someone low down, give CLD a jump up. Give Robocop a jump up. Awful matchmaking. The division's fucking cooked. Strickland's obviously going to reign forever because he's the best guy in the world, right? But this is an awful match. This is awful matchmaking. What the fuck are we doing? Finally, the last thing I want to have a little rant about is the state of the title picture in the UFC, and it all stems back to the beginning of the year. And they've done it loads of times last year as well. But I'm gonna start with this year. Why did they make Gaethje Pimlet? You had Arman Sarukian and Max Holloway, all more deserving than them two guys. Awful matchmaking there. Then the week later, they made Volk v Lopez too. What did Lopez do to deserve that? He beat Jean Silva, a good win, but you left Evlev and Murphy out. And if they do not make Volk v Evlev next, this division is a disgrace. Don't you fucking dare give Jean Silva the title fight. Don't you dare give fucking Aljamain Sterling the title fight. Let me just run through every division and who should fight next for the belt. You know, flyweight has to be Pantoja, deserves it. Bantamweight, Jan Marab, obviously. Featherweight, Volk v Evloev. Lightweight, well, it's Arman Gaethje. Arman Gaethje, Ilya Gaethje, then do Arman be the winner. Welterweight has to be Makachev, Gary, then Prates and Morales should fight, then the winner should fight them. Middleweight, Strickland, Imavov, maybe do the rematch with Chimaev if you want to run it, but fuck Chimaev. Light heavyweight, Costa Ankalaev, winner fights Solberg. Heavyweight, Pereira Garn, winner fights Aspinall. Let me know what you guys think. You know, is the UFC putting on the biggest and best fights for the fan? Drop a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and goodbye.